Hello and welcome to Bright Blue Innovation. I'm Lidia Paulinska, your host. Is that the first RSA for the company?
Well, first of all, Lidia, thanks for having me here. Appreciate it. For Cequence, yes, it's our first RSA show. Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Do you think is still the need for selling awareness of security investment?
Yeah, it is, and I think shows like this give IT teams and CISOs and security organizations an opportunity to look at some of the new and emerging solutions, tools, threats that they need to be thinking about. So yeah, it's good. There's a lot of noise here, both literally and figuratively, right? It's pretty loud, but it's just very. So when I talk to CISOs, they have a targeted list of things they're going to look at, right? They find it's too overwhelming unless they come in with a plan, you know.
So tell us what your company, Cequence Security, is offering at RSA show for the first time.
Yes, well, great. So Cequence Security is an application security company. So we play in solving the application security threats that organizations are facing. And the big thing that's emerged over the last few years is organizations are what we call hyper-connected to their customers. And by hyper-connected, I mean they're connected by APIs, they're connected via devices, and each of these channels has its own potential application, right? So it's not one monolithic application anymore. That's a huge problem for these organizations because the attack surface that they're trying to protect against has increased incredibly, right? So what Cequence does is we help an organization, one, understand what the new attack surface is that they're presenting, and then two, we protect them against a series of threats, whether it's automated attacks, whether it's syntactic attacks, that are hitting that attack surface.
What you learn from others at this show?
Yeah, so it's been fun talking to CISOs and customers because this idea of hyper-connected organizations really resonates with them. What they're telling me is that their customers are demanding this kind of access, and they're really struggling with how to secure that. You know, they need to satisfy the demand of the customer, but they have a really hard time with some of the legacy security tools. So they look at companies like Cequence and other innovative companies as being one of the tools that will enable them to deliver on that mission of the hyper-connected organization,
yes,
but do so securely, yes.
Yeah, and to do kind of integrated solution for them. If that exists.
Well, it's absolutely correct because the other, you bring up a good point. The other, you know, so I mentioned what the customers, why they want this access, right? But then the how do you deliver it becomes really hard for both internal organizations and the security team that's protecting it. So as an example, you know, you could think about the life cycle of an app. It used to be, you know, you might change your site once every 6 months, right? Now they're changing them on a weekly basis, right? And they're continually rolling out new innovations. And so to do that, they're starting to deliver that via the cloud-native apps. And that, again, is a really difficult...
Secure the cloud.
Exactly. It's very difficult for them to do this. So again, it's all coming from their customers demanding it, but how do you respond to that demand? And so at Cequence, what we try to do is give them a platform that is independent of the application. So the application doesn't have to know we're there, right? So the application can change daily, weekly, hourly. You can open up new endpoints and all that. We will discover everything that is potentially going to those endpoints and then provide a security shield in front of it.